Hi, it is Juicy Jude, back again. I'm tapping into some Cancer tribe energy today. And, there's a lot of when I was feeling into y'all, again, moon, rising, Venus, wherever Cancer is in your chart, taking a look, or even if you're just cross-watching for a Cancer sun sign. Sun being wherever the sun is, where if you're a Cancer sun, which is the strongest, is why we usually do the Cancer, all the signs. So even if you're a Cancer sun, where is the sun in your chart? Which house is it in? So it's good to just look into these things in your chart. If you do not have your chart and you don't know what time you were born, it should be on your original birth certificate. If it's not, you have to request it. If you get, wherever you get birth certificates in your state or in your country, whatever, you have to actually request it, because they usually won't put it on your duplicate birth certificate unless you request it. So, with that being said, request it. And if you'd like a private reading, as always, my email and my website is in the description box below. So I am available for readings and for homeopathy. If you're in Belize or Arizona area, you can also get body work. I'm available. So reach out, and if you're new and you haven't yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button and the like button to keep the channel going, and to be notified when I'm getting messages that come through and whatever is happening. And welcome back for all my returner subscribers. Good to be here. So Cancers, you guys, wow. Okay, so I'll just say that when I was feeling into this, I'm feeling like there's a lot of stuck in the past kind of things going on, doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like there could be a glitch, whatever this is. Oh, I can get it right this time. It's like something about needing to let go, and thinking that you might know better and not listening to the warning signs, because there's these energies I feel that keep coming to you to magnify these lessons for you that you're not letting go of and learning. And really what your mandate is right now is to be free and to start anew with ending whatever it is that's something that's repetitive, that keeps happening, it's not serving you in your highest soul, your highest purpose. So with that being said, yes, that needs to happen. Who do I got here? Oh yes, and then also, so you're going to have the freedom from that, but this is here are two of my ascended masters, my motherfuckers that showed up. El Morier, he's right there with Archangel Michael. It's clear and chilled, this shit. And I call on them, especially Archangel Michael, every day. I have certain guides that I work with, but I definitely always have him there. So, but El Morier too, just clearing and shielding your field. And the freedom that you will come to with this is amazing. And it's so funny because I think I just did this, Gemini had this, but here with the clearing and the shielding, there's, I think, Archangel Michael, clear, cancel, delete. This is really, you're going to have help with this once you do this transformation, because there's a lot of attachment that you keep having towards something that's just, it's an addiction or something that needs to be cleansed from your energy and your field. in your beingness. Also, I got King Solomon for you guys here, another Ascended Master card for priorities. So really, like maybe writing. I felt a lot of writing too. I think that came up with Taurus. This one came up with Thoth again. Where is he? Here he is. Just writing. Some of you could, I feel like some of you could be writers. There could be something going on with writing, or maybe, I don't know. There's something about writing that, just maybe even journaling, but writing or taking a seminar about writing. There's something about writing, because I also got workshops and seminars coming up for you, and maybe even working from home, came up somehow. So, but this freedom is about you really diving into this, whatever it is you're doing over and over. There's something repetitive that's holding your soul purpose back, and it feels important that it feels like a big thing for Cancers right now. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever you have Cancer in your house, there could be a place in your house where that's, say it's in your 7th house of partnerships. There's something going on that you need to look at. And this could be business, this could be your relationship, it could be your own self with addictions and self-doubt. And you might be so guarded to it that deep inside it's time to let that go. But the ghost of it will just keep magnifying it. So it won't get better. It's gonna, so you need to be able to look into that and transform yourself. Transform yourself so you can go into the garden and the gate, start a new deal there. Do something that makes you feel back to your inner child self. Something something that just makes you feel more just clear of toxicness, of whatever it is. Could be something you're doing to yourself. Well, you're doing it all to yourself. But remember, when we go through these energies in life, they teach us how to be in a relationship, or what we don't want, what we want, what we don't want. So let's try to remember that and let go of those attachments and have loving detachment. But just, we need to, and then I want to read to you another thing that I got that's very important for, because there's a lot of shadow work that needs to be done with y'all. That's what I'm feeling mostly when I go into it. A lot of shadow work that needs to be kind of dug into, see what's going on. Why am I doing this over and over? What is it that I need to let go of? Why? Taking a real deep look at yourself instead of defending it, or because you got these hungry ghosts, the hungry ghost, and they're there. They're not there to haunt you. They're there to magnify this bullshit that you got going on. So also the Shadow Seer, the Shadow Queen, we got just a lot of stuff you have to bring light to it. You can't fumble around in the dark, you're going to trip, but you need to bring light to the situation. And I'm sure you all know what it is, because this is what came in really strong. And I also have the Phoenix that came in, so I want to read that one to you guys, because it's very important. It feels important. The Phoenix. I always love the Phoenix metaphor anyway. That's usually a Scorpio thing, right? But it's definitely important, a message, so we're going to get into it. Yes, resurrection, surrender to change. Surrender to change. The Phoenix appears as your ally to celebrate your journey and to ensure your ultimate success. This is true even if it appears that you've just passed through a metaphorical experience of death or are currently enduring a perception of failure in your life. Death and rebirth are related when you enter the realm of the Phoenix. Seen in this light, nothing truly dies, but rather changes from one ending directly into a new beginning. The phoenix is constantly reinventing itself and rises up whole and new and even more powerful with every death it experiences. This can signal an end of a relationship or a dynamic within one, or an end of a job, a project, or even a life. Perhaps no failure is involved, but it's time for a complete overhaul of your circumstances. You may be tired of what you're doing, or you may know intuitively that it's time to move on and try something new. Whatever the case, a death of the old and a celebration of new life are called for. Whatever you do now will indeed be a successful endeavor, for a rebirth is imminent. And the challenger part of it is when the phoenix challenges you, it's really just a gentle reminder to let go, and what doesn't work, fall away. Maybe you're not following things to change because you're more comfortable with the familiar, even if you know that it's not the best you could create for yourself. Fear of change is a crippling experience as it works against nature itself. The task at hand is to allow for an ending, as it's timely and right for you to do so for the highest good of all. In surrendering to the fundamental purposeful change, you will most definitely find yourself in better circumstances. Action needed is allowing. A rebirth is assured. Allowing for change. Surrendering. I surrender. I'm surrendering. Yes, babies. That sounds like a good idea. And I don't know, there's something about these workshop seminars, I don't know what's coming up with that, but it's going to allow you, maybe there's something about writing, but this could also just be something that needs to happen for you to do something that's going to allow you to be able to have more freedom through working, I feel. Remember, clear and shield that. Keep your priorities too. It's almost like going through this could, like there might be a time of disorganization or feeling like shit. I can't find any. I don't even know where to start, kind of thing. Overwhelmed, like your bandwidth is done, and you just need like someone help me get the fuck out of this mess, kind of thing. And there could be, I did have some strong stuff with the Gemini with some kind of endings with maybe a death. So remembering to, if that is the case, energy is never destroyed. It only changes forms. And when there's a link of love, you'll always have a meeting again. So remembering that, Cancers, and I don't feel like there's going to be a prosperity problem unless you are not following your higher soul, as always, with any sign, with anything. So there's that, clearing and shielding, and every day staying in touch with, and there's also, yes, that's another thing I wanted to say. Very strong, I got in this is also the goddess ones of the Ascended Master cards. But Bast is an energy of independence and male or female. So really going into a balance in your feminine and your masculine energy, but definitely I know that Cancer is a feminine sign, but this is really important to have your independence right now and to kind of dig deep into what is keeping you from being free. And keep your priorities straight. And write them down. Feel into them. Meditate. Call on your guides and angels, your higher soul every day. Create a mantra or a prayer. Prayer, meditate, whatever you do to bring that in and bring it high. Bring it high and bring it to your heart. I also felt the solar plexus for the Cancers. So something about your willpower too. And also maybe even, maybe doing some planks or some, making sure you're working with your body too. I feel like a lot of it is stagnant too, and you need to move it through the tissues, issues in the tissues. And, just take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Dig deep. and self-reflect. Independence, transformation. Get rid of these attachments. Clear, cancel, delete. Shield your energy. Around your home, too. Your office, anywhere. Anywhere you are. But definitely whatever's coming in with this home, I feel like this could be connected to your work. There could be something connected to your work, like a whole new way to be able to do things. Something's going to be changing if you're open to it in your higher place of yourself, in your higher light and love and juiciness, and come out of your shell. Yeah. And try not, a lot of times we protect the shit that we need to let go of. So just like, hey, I need to let go of this, and I know it. It's like something that's just, it's been hanging around, it's not working. No matter what it is, it could be an addiction. Maybe it's not even, or an addiction to a relationship, or an addiction to your own emotions. That's probably the biggest addiction we all have. Our own emotions we're addicted to. Oh, it's not gonna work. I don't know how. Just these ways that we get into this little role play with ourselves that needs to be changed so that we can be free. And freedom, I won't let you down. So let's go into it and make this solstice matter. Like this is a big change, and cancers are right there with it, at the solstice time. So I hope this was helpful. That's what I got for you all for the Cancer energy. Let me just feel into this and see what else I got to this. I just feel a real deep energy of letting go, of needing to really be able to go and clear in. I want to see if there's anything else I want to. Let me go through this. Yeah, it could be affecting your health. I really feel like you need to be doing your prayer, however you like to say when you call in your higher, even if you just call it your brain. Let's raise up the frequency and get off your ass. I keep wanting to hear, I'm hearing like just get off your ass too. Like get off your ass. What is it? Get on your bikes and ride. Get off your ass and do something. And, dance, express yourself. I feel like there's a lot of reading too, a lot of something that you're going to be kind of going into, something that needs to be not just like reading novels, something that you want to maybe study for self-reflection. Anything else? What am I getting here? What else am I getting? I also feel like there's something that was coming in about maybe some outdated beliefs systems too, about maybe kind of expanding your horizon with maybe religion could be, or maybe someone else that you were with has kind of kept you from growing in that way, or something about that. So just really expanding your horizons. Trying to think anything else that I'm not remembering that's wanting to come in here. Drink more water. I feel like water came in. Or go to water. Go to water. Be in the water. Drink water. Okay, I think that's about all I got for you guys. Stay juicy. Let go of old, worn out shit. solar plexus. Yeah. And have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed solstice and birthday. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Namaste. Blessings.